Welcome to the Canon installation video for the iPF8000 series wide format printer. In this program, we will demonstrate the general setup procedures for the iPF8000. Each of the steps is also covered in complete detail in the printed Quick Start Guide that is included with the printer. In this tutorial, we will review the steps for unpacking the equipment, assembling the stand, and mounting the printer onto the stand. The first step is to open the carton. Do not rip open or destroy the carton. Simply cut the tape and shipping bands and lift off the lid. Inside, another carton contains all of the components needed to assemble the stand for the iPF8000 series printer. Open the carton and remove all of the components, tools, and hardware. Consult your Quick Start Guide for a review of the parts and detailed instructions for assembly. 2 people will be needed to assemble the stand. First, lay the stand legs on their side, with the bottom facing forward, so that the letters R and L are right side up and can be read. Insert the bottom stand stay into the bottom slot of the right and left stand legs, and secure it using an Allen wrench and 8 M4 hex screws. Once the bottom stand stay is securely fastened, lift both stand legs together and set the stand into the upright position. Now, insert the top stand stay into the hole on the left stand leg, and then the right stand leg, pushing it completely into the right stand leg slot. Using the wrench and 4 M8 hex bolts on each side, secure the top stand stay to both the right and left stand legs. Next, you will attach leg covers to the left and right stand legs by inserting the protrusion of the leg cover into the grooves at the top and bottom of each stand. Once in place, secure each leg cover using 1 M4 hex screw. Now it's time to unpack the printer and attach it to the stand. First, remove the foam packing and plastic cover from the top of the printer. Next, using several people, have 2 people carefully lift each end of the printer, using the carrying handles, while another person removes the packing material and plastic coverings from underneath the printer. Gently lower the printer and remove the packing materials and plastic on the other end the same way. Now, using at least 4 people to lift and 1 person to guide, firmly grasp the carrying handles under each side and lift together, keeping the printer upright and level. Move slowly and carefully position the printer onto the stand, using the alignment arrow as a guide. Be sure the printer is positioned properly and stable before letting go. Using an Allen wrench, secure the printer firmly to the stand, with 4 M4 hex screws on each side. The printer is now mounted onto the stand. In this tutorial, we will review the steps for assembling and attaching the output stacker for the iPF8000 printer. These steps are covered in detail in the printed Quick Start Guide. The first step is to connect right and left basket arms into the holes on the bottom stand stay. The middle basket rod then goes across and into the holes on the right and left basket arms. Use 1 M4 hex screw to secure each of the basket arms. Next, you will attach the rod holders to the adapters and place the adapter into the holes on the right and left stand legs. Now, with the basket rods inserted into the basket cloth, spread the output stacker with the white tag of the basket cloth at the front right side, facing down. Lift the basket cloth and rods and set them inside the basket arms underneath the printer. Attach the front rod to the slot at the end of each basket arm. Then, go to the back of the printer and attach the other rod to the basket arms, and connect the black cord to the rod holders on each side. Pull and lift the basket rod out, and lock the output stacker into position. The next tutorial will demonstrate the procedure of removing the packing materials and getting the iPF8000 series printer ready for operation. These steps are also covered in the printed Quick Start Guide. First, remove the tape and other packing materials on the outside of the printer including the ink tanks on each end. Open the top cover and remove the tape and other packing materials from the inside of the printer, including the carriage spacer. You will have to lift the release lever to release the protective sheet from the platen, and make sure to reset the release lever. Use an Allen wrench to loosen the screw needed to remove the belt stopper. Keep the carriage spacer, belt stopper, and Allen wrench in case you ever need to move or transport the printer to another location. You can also open the cover and remove any packing material from the roll holder as well. Next, lift the ejection guide and attach the ejection supports on the back of the ejection guide. Close the ejection guide and top cover once they are in place. The printer is now ready for startup procedures. In this tutorial, we will be demonstrating the basic procedure for installing the printheads into the iPF8000 series printer. These procedures are also covered in the Printed Quick Start Guide. First, plug in the power cord and press the power button to turn on the printer. A series of prompts will appear on the display screen, which will walk you through the entire process of installing the printhead. The first prompt will be to open the top cover. Lift open the top cover and open the carriage cover, printhead fixer levers, and printhead fixer covers. Now, carefully remove one of the printheads from the packet and take it out of the plastic case, holding it carefully by the grips. Do not touch the nozzles or metal contacts on the printhead. Next, carefully remove the orange safety caps. The safety caps may be coated with ink, so handle them with care. Now, with the nozzles facing down and the metal contacts toward the back, insert the printhead into the carriage and press firmly into place. Close the printhead fixer cover and fixer lever to lock the printhead into place. Repeat the same steps for installing the second printhead, ensuring that the nozzles and metal contacts do not touch the carriage. Close the carriage cover along with the top cover when both printheads have been installed. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate the basic steps for installing the ink tank. This procedure is also covered in the Printed Quick Start Guide. Each of the ink tanks comes in a sealed pouch. Before removing an ink tank from the pouch, agitate it gently by turning your wrist slowly from side to side 7 or 8 times. Do not shake the ink tank aggressively. Once the ink tank is properly agitated, remove it from the pouch and place it into the proper color-coded holder by lifting the ink tank lock lever, inserting the ink tank, and pushing the lock lever down until it locks back into place. Continue to agitate each of the ink tanks and insert them into the proper holder. Never touch the ink holes or metal contacts. Touching these parts may cause stains, damage the ink tank, and affect printing quality. Also, be careful not to drop the ink tank after it is removed from the pouch. And do not remove and shake an ink tank that has already been installed into the printer. This could cause ink to leak. After all of the ink tanks have been properly installed, close both of the ink tank covers. The system will now fill itself automatically. This process takes approximately 20 minutes for the iPF8000 series printer. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate the proper steps for inserting a roll of paper into the iPF8000 series printer. These steps are also covered in the Printed Quick Start Guide. A sample roll of paper is included with the iPF8000 series printer. First, lift the top cover and the ejection guide and remove the roll holder from the printer. Slide off the holder stopper and insert the roll holder into the paper roll, pressing firmly against the flange. Slide the holder back on and press firmly against the roll so there is no gap between the holder and the roll. Lock the holder stopper into place. Now, insert the roll holder into the roll holder slots on both sides. Pull the roll paper evenly on both ends, and, with the edge of the roll paper facing the printer, insert the roll holder shaft into the guide grooves of the roll holder slot on both ends. Unlock the release lever and pull the roll paper out evenly on both ends, advancing the paper by hand. Be careful not to soil the printing surface of the roll paper as you pull it out. If the paper is wrinkled or warped, straighten it prior to loading. Pull the leading edge of the roll paper gently and align it with the paper alignment line. Do not force the roll paper into alignment. This may prevent the paper from advancing properly through the printer. Next, you will be prompted to select the proper paper type. Select the paper and press the OK button. The printhead alignment will then start automatically. The alignment process takes approximately 6 to 10 minutes, depending on the type of paper being used. When the alignment process is finished, a message will indicate that the printer is now online. Replacing the maintenance cartridge on the iPF8000 series printer is an easy procedure. Follow the printer menu and select Replace Maintenance Cartridge under the Maintenance option. Simply open the maintenance cartridge cover, remove the cartridge tray, slide the new cartridge tray back into the printer, lock into place, and close the cover.